Hey guys, we're here back in another video, and it is the weekly comic book video thing. Sorry I haven't been doing these recently. My retailer for comic books over the Christmas period got shut down, and I've been without a retailer for like 3 months. So I've had to try and backdate myself for those 3 months. Trying to find first prints and then catching up on everything. I literally just binge read, I think, 40 comics over the past 4 days. Because, I didn't read for so long, it was just trying to get back into it. So, yeah. But I'm not going to review those comics, obviously. I'm only going to review the ones from last week, which actually came in the mail today. And there are 6 of them, and we're going to go through it. Because, yeah. So, first off, we have Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 5. Issue number 5. So Yotat here. I know. Yotat. Yeah, Tato. Yotat he doesn't like the Guardians a lot. He really doesn't, and he hates Drax the most. So he saw an opportunity to go and kick some Guardian ass because the planet of Spartax, which is currently being destroyed, which the Guardians have stopped. So Yota thought, I'll take that opportunity and go and destroy the Guardians some more. So he goes and beats up the Guardians. Star-Lord distracts him, and then they beat up Yota. Hooray! But at the end of this, the Council decide that Star-Lord is to blame and kick him off the planet, and then make him the galaxy's most wanted fugitive. Yes, well done, Star-Lord. Now I'm loving Guardians so far. At the beginning, I was a bit meh because they made Kitty Pryde Star-Lord and we didn't know what happened to Peter Quill. But now Peter Quill's back in the Star-Lord seat. Yay! And it's all happy days. But I don't know. The whole thing in the Guardians thing, I can't grasp that yet. It's still a. I'm yawning. It's still a weird thing. But again, it's a very enjoyable issue on Guardians. Next, we have SpiderMan Deadpool issue 2. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, but nobody knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, which is very weird. Deadpool doesn't know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And Deadpool, being a mercenary, has been hired to kill Peter Parker. And Deadpool's trying to get in good with Spider-Man because he knows that Spider-Man works for Peter Parker. So he's like, oh yeah, if I buddy up with Spider-Man, he'll trust me, he'll take me to Peter Parker, and then I can kill Peter Parker. But he doesn't know that Spider-Man's Peter Parker. Yeah. So Deadpool just keeps on bothering Spider-Man, trying to get him to show him Peter Parker. And Spider-Man's like, go away. Leave me alone. Stop bothering me. And he keeps on getting Spider-Man into so much mischief and trouble, it's unreal. And actually, Miles actually shows up in this issue because Miles and Peter are talking in spider suits. And Deadpool's just like, Spider Jr., go away. Let the big boys play, which is quite funny. But at the end of this, Deadpool goes into Parker Industries and he walks into a room full of scientists doing experiments on humans. And without the scientists knowing that it was Deadpool, the scientists thought it was Peter walking in and go, Mr. Parker, welcome back. He's like, whoa, what's going on here? Peter Parker would never let human experiments happen at Peter Parker Industries. So what's going on there? And Deadpool's like, right, that's it, I'm killing Peter Parker. Like, okay. So again, very, very interesting. And Ed McGuinness actually, I think, draws this, who I've met, fairly enough. Great issue. Okay, the next one is All New, All Different Avengers issue 5. Again, I think this is a very, very slow comic book now because they're still trying to build the team. But Vision is, for some reason, is just being very shifty and very secretive. And he's actually getting Vision's getting all the adult Avengers to turn on the kids. because as you can see on the cover, Miss Marvel has been kicked out of the Avengers for catching on to Vision's plan. And when Miss Marvel's walking out, Nova shows up. It's like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong, Miss Marvel? What's going on? He's like, yeah, they kicked me out of the Avengers. I hope you're happy. You always hated me. And like then Miss Marvel flies off, and then Sam gets like really angry about this, and like goes in there, starts kicking the shit out of the Vision, and then was like, Sam, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, he's lying. And then they kick Sam out of the group, and it's like, what? And then like the only kid left's Miles, and so like they've gone off to fight this big bad, and like I think they're losing at the end of this, and they're losing or something, and Vision's just there, and Vision's just like, like with a little smirk on his face. It's like, it's very weird. So I don't know whether Vision's turned evil or Vision's been corrupt of some sort, but something really bad's happening in Vision. But again, this is a very, very slow book right now, obviously, because the team isn't gelled well enough yet. So I'm not too sure about this. Next one, Uncanny Avengers issue 5. I'm liking this one a bit more than I'm liking All New or Different. So like in this one, they raid a casino on a boat looking for the Red Skull. I don't know why they're looking for the Red Skull. And they get a tip that he's at this building somewhere. So who's it? Rogue, the Human Torch, and Deadpool go to this building where they come across Gambit. Oh, Gambit's there! Yay! And Gambit's trying to break into this vault that they're trying to break into, but he was there 10 minutes earlier. And it was like, why are you here? And so they successfully break into the vault, and the vault is empty. So they're like, oh, okay, this is a bust. We'll just leave then. So Gambit is swooing Rogue at the moment because they used to date. And then Rogue goes to kiss Gambit. Gambit's like, no, you're contaminated with Mr. And so and then they go on their separate ways, and then Gambit changes into the Red Skull. Like, ooh. And then the vault is suddenly filled up with gold. Yes, because if everyone doesn't know, Red Skull is in contact with, has the possession of Xavier's brain and is able to use its telekinetic abilities. And he telekinetically made them think that he was Gambit. So, yeah, weird. And the Red Skull's got a plan that he wants to kill Captain America. Old Man Rogers, shall we say. Old Man Rogers. He wants Old Man Rogers to feel everyone's death that's ever been, to actually destroy him. So I think this is all leading up to the Pleasant Hill event that's coming up next month. I think. So I love this cover. This is an amazing cover. So I'm really enjoying this, actually. Stay on the bed. Next one is Wolverine issue 5. There's a lot of issue 5s this week. Issue 5. I'm really liking this. I'm really liking X23's portrayal of Wolverine, because everyone she literally comes across is like, oh, you're your father's daughter, but different. Yeah. So she has to save one of her clone sisters from nanobots, but to do this she has to use the Ant-Man suit. So they go to Pym Industries and try to steal the suit, but the Wasp is there. Yeah. And the Wasp is there, and then they have to give their case to the Wasp, and the Wasp's like, okay, I'll help you. So then they shrink down, they go into one of the clone sisters, I think her name is Zelda, body, and they're attacking all the nanobots, and everyone at the secret lab that created all the clones, like, no, what's going on? Why are all these nanobots suddenly just being destroyed? We have to do something. And then this army general who got a slap wrist for not containing the clones is like, blah 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 blah, and he goes on a one-man rampage to kill them. So they save the girl. She awakes, and then she gets shot and she dies straight away. And then like there's like two other clone sisters. They're like, no, it's like so that they all run away to like, and the Wasp is just like, look, it's wrong what they did. I've got friends. You know you have friends. We'll deal with it. And like Wolverine's like, no, that's it. I tried to be nice. I didn't want to fight, but they killed her. So now we're gonna have to deal with this old-fashioned way. So big ass fight scenes coming up in the next few issues. I was scared when I first picked this up because I thought, oh, they're gonna replace Wolverine with a girl. It's not gonna be the same. But the X-23 is really taking it into her own, and I'm really enjoying this. I know Mark's enjoying it as well. Now, this is an amazing story thus far. It's only issue 2, but it is amazing. So the story so far is that, you know, Old Man Logan, everyone knows the Old Man Logan story. So Old Man Logan's been ripped out of his timeline, his alternate reality, and he is now in, you know, the modern day Marvel Universe. And he just can't get to grips as to what's going on. I think this is set before he teams up with the X-Men in Extraordinary X-Men, because he wouldn't be on this like killing rampage if he was. So he's like, right, I'm in the past. I need to fix things before the future happens, before the villains rise up, take control and all that. So he's written a list of guys in his arms that he needs to kill before his timeline comes into effect. One of them was the Black Butcher, who he killed in issue 1. And the next one is Bruce Banner. Now, big spoiler, if anyone has read anyone's read Old Man Logan will understand that Bruce Banner becomes one of the major villains in Old Man Logan, and actually kills his family, Logan's family, in that story. So he's like, that's it, I'm going to kill Bruce Banner. I'm going to kill Bruce Banner in 2016 while he's still good. So the future never happens. So obviously, Old Man Logan, he goes and finds the Hulk. But Bruce Banner is no longer the Hulk in this universe. Amadeus Cho is the Hulk. So he has this amazing fight with Amadeus Cho Hulk. And he's like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? Stop fighting me. He's like, is that you, Wolverine? What are you doing? He's like, I have to kill you. I have to kill you. He's like, Banner, what is wrong? Banner, I have to kill you. He's like, and he was like, Banner, whoa, I'm Amadeus Cho, dude. I'm not Banner. I'm a new awesomely Hulk. And Logan's like, well, where's Banner? And Cho's like, oh, I'm not gonna tell you now, am I? And like Logan's now just like, well, I'm don't need to kill you. I'm just gonna go away now. And Cho's just like, come back, dude. Like, I can help you. Like Wolverine's like, that. No one can help me. So like Logan's like on this like mission to kill everyone that's wronged him in the future, but that's not how. This is like a different. This is alternate timeline. It's an alternate timeline, an alternate universe. The things that happen in Logan's timeline may not happen in this universe. So what the Old Man Logan's doing is wrong. But at the end of this, he's in Brooklyn. At the end of this, he's like, oh, I have a friend in Brooklyn, one man I can always trust. And it's Barton, it's Hawkeye. And everyone knows that Hawkeye was like Logan's only friend in the Old Man Logan story. So he's like, oh, I'll go see Hawkeye. I can trust Hawkeye. So he goes to Hawkeye's apartment. And there is a girl, Lady Hawkeye. I don't know if it's Hawkeye's missus or it's Hawkeye's daughter. Or I don't know. But it's a female Hawkeye. Weird. But I'm actually loving the story so far. A couple of flaws, like I said, like when it comes to time travel, you can never get it right. Because there's so many different rules and, you know, discrepancies when it comes to time travel. You're always never going to please someone. But Old Man Logan, I think, is an amazing story so far. Hope to see where they go with it. So that was last week's Comics, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please rebelize and supersize and keep rebelizing those pages.